Wake, Thursday, 20th March 2025. Burial, Friday, 21st March 2025. 9 a.m. Lying in state at her husband's compound. 10 a.m. Funeral service at her husband's compound. Ikorodo, Eka local government area of Akwa Ibom State, conducted by Mount Zion Lighthouse Full Gospel, Ikorodo, Eka Diocese. May her gentle soul rest in perfect peace. Amen. This is signed by Samuel Johnson. Opongete. The Elders Welfare Scheme of Aba Area Conference of United Evangelical Church announced the death of our beloved elder, late Elder Chiemela Unyoma of Umuokahia Church in Umukaleka Superintendency. Burial arrangement Thursday, 20th March 2025, 9 a.m. Body leaves SDA Mortuary, New Umuahia Road, Aba, to his hometown, Umugile Amachinsulu, in Isialanga North Local Government Area of Abia State, to lie in state. 10:30 a.m. Funeral service by United Evangelical Church Aba Area Conference. 1 p.m. Interment follows. Please note, elders should pay their previous levy with the following coordinators: Aba Superintendency, Elder J.O. Boston. Owahia for Superintendency, Elder Rex Onyeji. Until Superintendency, Elder I.O. Irebu. Eziama Superintendency, Elder F.C. Nwoko. Ndiegoro Superintendency, Elder R.C. Elele. Umukaleka Superintendency, Elder M.O. Ubonna. Umibe Superintendency, Elder O.N. Ochengwa. Umule Superintendency, Elder A.N. Ikbewa. Umugele Superintendency, Elder A.A. Ndubeze. This is signed by Elder R.N. Ikbemo, Chairman, Elder M.A. Bazo, Secretary, Elder Sunday Agwamba, Financial Secretary, and Elder E.S. Ohuonu, P.R.O. Admission. Covenant College of Education, Aba, in affiliation with Abia State University, Uturu, located at 75 Okpulumobo Road, Aba, invite application for admission into regular, weekend, NCE degree, postgraduate, diploma in education, and master degree programs of the institution. Application forms can be obtained from the College Administrative Office, number 13B Pound Road by Adazi, Aba, or call 0806 945 7819. 0806 945 7819. This is signed by Professor Anyamalo Veronica for Registrar.
Oraba Community Primary School, Ugunabo Local Government Area, Abia State, cordially invites you to her Ultimate Showdown Inter-House Sports Day. Join us for an action-packed day of friendly competition, teamwork, and sportsmanship as our houses battle it out for the top spot. SBMC Chairman Chief Ahurezema Obuna, Chairman of the occasion. Special guest of honor, Executive Chairman, Abia State Universal Education Board, Umuahia, Mrs. Lydia Onoha. Time 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Date Thursday, 20th March 2025. Venue School Sports Field. For more inquiries, please call the numbers 0702 656 688 or 0806 506 7200. RSVP, signed Azomara UE, Administrative Head Teacher, 0703 430 7738. Mrs. Esther Ojo, Mrs. Ngozi Olewe, Sports Director.
Vacancies exist in Aba Sport Club 1926 for the following positions. Chief Security Officer qualification, should have a prerequisite training experience in security matters, can be a retired police officer or a retired military personnel. Security guards, who must be able-bodied and must not be more than 40 years of age. Salaries are very attractive. Applications to reach the undersigned not later than 31st of March 2025. This is signed by Rotarian EKS Irebu, Honorable General Secretary, Aba Sport Club, 1926.
Are you looking for where to buy all types of quality sewing machines? Onyi-Best Nigeria Limited is your surest plug. Onyi-Best Nigeria Limited are importers and exporters, manufacturers representatives, sales of domestic foot and hand sewing machines, industrial sewing machines, and sale of all sewing machine spare parts. They also sell mannequin of all shapes, types, and sizes. If you want quality, then think of Onyi Best Nigeria Limited. Locate Onyi Best Nigeria Limited office today at number 195 Fox Road by Samek Junction, Aba, Abia State, or their branch office at number 162 Ikwere Road, Mile 3, Port Harcourt, River State. For inquiries, call 0818-137-7520 or 0813-007-1137 or 0812-286-1603. Onyi Best Nigeria Limited. In God we trust.
Please listen to this special announcement. The Honorable Commissioner for Sports and Youth Development, Abia State, Sawobilo Ananaba, hereby invites all owners and potential owners of football clubs in Abia State to register to own a club in the 10 million naira Abia State Football Super League 5-a-side Championship holding from May to August 2025. Registration and instruction forms are available at the Ministry in Umuahia and at 51 Alliance Sports Complex, Umuafo, Aba. Only 8 winners will be announced at the launch event on Thursday, 10 April 2025. Signed, 51 Alliance, operator of the 51 Alliance Abia State Football Super League, PPP.
You are great. You are great. Are you aware that real wealth comes from both hard work and help of spirits? Are you aware that God has blessed the Igbo man with the power to create wealth? Are you also aware that this wealth has blessed other lands more than Ali Igbo? Have you wondered why? To unveil answers to these questions, East Monday Global, the Aba Christian community, and the traditional rulers invite you to Ali Igbo Sunrise Prayer Crusade, team establishing the covenant of wealth with God. Date Thursday 27th to Saturday 29th March 2025. Venue Ngwa High School, Aba, Osisioma Local Government Area, Abia State. That's through Abowere Road, Aba. Time 4 p.m. daily. Saturday 29th March, Covenant Day proper by 10 a.m. Apostle Ofodile Ikenna Nzimiro and other ministers of God will unveil these realities of life and set the altar of wealth in motion in the rising sun for the Igbo man and woman to succeed all over the world. Guest of honor, His Excellency Dr. Alex Oti, Executive Governor, Abia State. Ministering in songs, Steve Crown, Mr. M and Revelation, Brother Israel Anyanele of Agape Love Band, and the Sunrise Prophets. Please don't miss this golden opportunity. Announcer Reverend Friday and the Chairman Planning Committee with other church leaders across denominations.
After a successful election of Obehe Town Union, Okwa West Local Government Area of Abia State, these are the new executives of Obehe Town Union: Chief Honorable Dominic Ofoji, President General CDC; Comrade Stephen Wogu, Vice President; Mr. Polycarp Nwachuku, Secretary General; Chief Joseph Moko, Treasurer; Mr. Emeka Ofoji, Publicity Secretary; Mr. Amobi Peters, Financial Secretary; Desmond Roberts, Provost 1; and Mr. Leonard Onwukwe, Provost 2. For Obehe Central Youth, Comrade Ezebonwa Azong, aka Ezewano, Central Youth President; Comrade Chisom Remigius Ofoji, Deputy President General; Mr. Enyinna Ifuribe, Secretary; Ihani Nwowu, Assistant Secretary; Mr. Chijioke Agomo, Treasurer; Nnamdi Ekuluo, Financial Secretary; Paul Obinna Sunday, Publicity Secretary; Marie Zudinne, Provost 2; and Mr. Ebere Wonsu, Provost 1. This is signed by His Royal Highness Ezendubisi Obuji, Ehe 2 of Isi Obehe Asa Autonomous Community, Okwa West Local Government Area of Abia State, and His Royal Highness Eze Callistus Edimba, Eze Okbu 4 of Epu East, Ancient Kingdom, Okwa West Local Government Area of Abia State.
Abide with me, last was the evening time.
Ndị ezinụlọ nke Nze Nwụzọ Nwoke nke ụmụnakwụ Ụmụegoka na Asaomaka Asamato Autonomous Community na Kansụl Osisiọma Ngwa na steeti Abia na-ekwupụta ọnwụ na olili ozu nke nne ha hụrụ n'anya, nwanne ha nwaanyị, nwanne nna ha, nne ha, nne ha, ọgọ ha nwaanyị nakwa nne di ha bụ Deaconess George Rose Ugwuzo Nwoke nwụrụ anwụ, onye a na-akpọ Da George. Ọ nwụrụ mgbe ọ gbachara afọ 75 nke a maka usoro olili ya na Tọzdee abalị 20 nke ọnwa atọ afọ 2025 n'elekere 10 nke uhudachi. A ga-emere ya ụka nche abalị n'ezi di ya na Fraịde abalị 21 nke ọnwa atọ afọ 2025 mgbe ọ kụrụ elekere 9 nke ụtụtụ. Ozi ya ga-ahapụ ụlọ ọba ozu ala nwe mmadụ mọchụarị gawa n'ezi di ya. N'elekere 10 nke ụtụtụ a ga-akwado ozi ya n'ihe nke ụlọ ụka Universal Family Church Aba ga-emere ha. N'elekere 1 nke ehihie a ga-eli ozu ya. Ka mkpụrụ obi nwaanyị ya bụ Deaconess George Rose Ugwuzo nwoke zuo ike na nchekwa nke Onyenwe anyị. Amen. Onye tere aka n'ozi ya bụ ike abụ nke m nwa ya nwoke n'aha ezinụlọ.
The Nigerian Association of Patent and Proprietary Medicine Dealers, NAPMED, Aba Central Main Zone, will hold her General Convention on Thursday, 20th March 2025. Venue, Christ the King Cathedral, CKC Aba, time 10 a.m. Shops to be shut down and defaulters will pay a penalty of 15,000 naira. Signed, Honorable Chief Ikechukwu Emelike, Zonal Chairman, Aba Central Main Zone.
otu jikọtara ndị okenye ya bụ Elders Council nke obodo iri dị na ọwahịa otu obi ọchịchị kansụl obi ngwa steeti Abia ji ohere a na-ekwupụta enweghị nkwado ha na-nhọpụta otu nlekọta obodo ya bụ caretaker committee bụ nke onye eze ha bụ His Royal Majesty Eze Reverend Dr. Sam Okomado PhD họpụtara bụkwanụ ndị gụnyere nụ Maazị Jeremiah Nwangwa, Maazị Chamberlain Amanahụ, Maazị Uchechi Nwereji, Maazị Kingsley Nwagwu nakwa Maazị Sọpụrụchi Nwa Bekee maka na ha abụghị ndị bi n'obodo ọwahịa otu obi dịka Igbo na-ekwu okwu sị na anaghị anọ na mba evu ọfọ tinyere ọtụtụ nsogbu nghọpụta pụrụ ibute. Ya mere ha kpebiri na obodo iri ndị a ga-amalite ịna-ahazi akụ na mkpata ha tinyere ịnụ ụtụ isi ọbụla n'onwe ha o wezụga nkwụ amaala ruo mgbe a ga-edozi nsogbu nke dị ugbu a n'obodo ọwahịa otu obi. Ndị tinyere aka n'ọkwa bụ Elder Jesse Nwangwa n'aha obodo Ebelu, Maazị Alọzie Ololo n'aha obodo Okoro, Chief Chijioke Akarawolu n'aha obodo Ngwakwe, Maazị Emma Nwokocha n'aha obodo Eberodo, Maazị Shedrack Apollos n'aha obodo Owunna, Maazị Joseph Onyeọbịa n'aha obodo Nwamara tinyere obodo Ebeku nakwa Ụtam, Maazị Ogbonna Obiazụọ n'aha obodo Onyeike nakwa Maazị Ụbafọrọ Wogu n'aha obodo Nwarụ tinyere Elder Emmanuel Isiguzoro onye Ancient Village Head, Elder Nnabugu Amakọ onye odeakwụkwọ nakwa Elder Emmanuel Nwokocha onye Chairman Elders Council. Imena maka ige ntị.
Gospel Deliverance Mission invites the public to a 3-day Christian teaching theme, Can Mortal Man Be Righteous Again? Day 1, Friday 21st March 2025, The False Doctrines of Unrighteousness. Day 2, Saturday 22nd March, Becoming the Actual Righteousness of God. Day 3, 23rd March, Righteousness, the Solution to Man's Problem. Venue, Azuka Street, after the police station, Obohil, Aba. Time, 4 p.m. daily. There will be time for questions and answers. For more inquiries, please call Brother Trust Abraham on 0907 481 8407 or 0911 704 3046.
Ị ga-adị ọhụrụ n'obi anyị ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. Anyị ndị ezinụlọ nke Apostle SU Amonyeze nwụrụ anwụ nke obodo Umodukwu Umuokiri na kansụl osisi ọma ngwa nke steeti Abia ji obi mwute na-ekwupụta ọnwụ na olili ozu nke di ha hụrụ n'anya, nna ha, nna ha, nwanne ha nwoke, nwanne nna ha bụ Reverend Apostle Samuel Uche Mmadụ Amonyeze onye nwụrụnụ na Blasa nke ọnwa 11 afọ 2024 mgbe ọ retachara obere ọrịa. Ọ nwụrụ mgbe ọ gbachara afọ 65 nke a maka usoro olili ya na Tọzdee abalị 20 nke ọnwa 3 afọ 2025 n'elekere 9 nke udachi. A ga-emere ya ụka nche abalị na ezi ya n'Umodukwu Umuokiri na Fraịde abalị 21 nke ọnwa 3 afọ 2025 n'elekere 10 nke ụtụtụ. Ozu ya ga-ahapụ ụlọ obozo Allied Mortuary gawa na obodo ya n'Umodukwu Umuokiri na kansụl Osioma Ngwa nke steeti Abia bụkwa n'ebe a ga-eli ozu ya na Sọnde abalị 23 nke ọnwa 3 afọ 2025. A ga-agara ya ụka ịtụ mmamma. Ndị dị ndụ na-eri uju nwoke a gụnyere nwunye ọma ya Odoziakụ Chinwe Uche Mmadụ, ụmụ isii na ọtụtụ ikwu na ibe nke otu n'ime ha bụ Chief Chibuikem Amonyeze, Omenihu Amonyeze, Elder UC Ụkarawa ahụ ka mkpụrụ obi ya zuo ike na nchekwa nke Onyenwe anyị. Amen. Onye tinyere aka n'ozi ya bụ Chidozie P. Uche Mmadụ, nwa ya nwoke n'aha ezinụlọ.
Ministers Prayer Network Apostolic Women invites all ladies to her Frontline Women's Summit. Tag Deborah arose. As Deborah arose a mother in Israel, so must we arise to turn things around for the better in our land. And the time is now. Date Thursday 20 to Saturday 22 March 2025. Time 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Lunch will be served. Venue Golden Tulip Hotel, former LA Kings, 31 Stadium Road, Port Harcourt. Registration is free. Speakers include Reverend Professor and Dr. Mrs. Mosi Maduba,
Mrs. Chinyere Odu JP, Dr. Chinyere Oko Jaja, Dr. Choma Ibezin,
Dr. Richie Achuku, Evangelist Stella Ogbonna, Pastor Stella Chikwere, Evangelist Uju Okoye,
Dr. Mrs. Jane David,
Pastor Mrs. Linus Walter Amadi, Pastor Ngozi Onyawa, Pastor Mrs. Ngozi Afam Opocha, and other anointed women of God. Frontline Women's Summit 2025, an experience you will never forget in a hurry. For inquiries, call 0907 999 0000 or 0803 470 9941.
Coalition for Good Governance, Equity and Justice. Equity and Justice, Coalition for Good Governance. Abia State Chapter, Coalition for Good Governance hereby invites you to attend a crucial meeting. Date, Thursday, 20th March 2025. Venue, 46 Brush Street at the Gold Restaurant and Bar. Time, 2 p.m. Note, both new and old members are cordially invited. Signed, Honorable Joseph Iwala, State Coordinator. Apostle Osinakachi Mwabochi, State Treasurer. Mrs. Mary Anthony, Southeast Zonal Woman Leader. High Chief Barrister Sir C.O. Ozeluke, KSM, Southeast Zonal Secretary. Mr. Nkemakolam John Onwuchekwa, State Secretary. Mrs. Blessing Anosike, State Director of Women Mobilization. Mr. Robert Owama, Southeast Zonal Youth Leader. Mayor Ambassador Chief Japheth Ayanwo Chokomilo, Southeast Zonal Coordinator.
St. Ephraim's, Fort Infide St. Ephraim's. The executives and members of SEOBA regret to announce the demise of one of our members, late Mr. Bennett Ofomba. Burial date Friday 21st March 2025 at his hometown, Umweke Umulata Obiekwetu Aro Village, Obi Arongwa Autonomous Community, Nosisomangwa Local Government Area. All members are expected to be there. Absenteeism attracts a fine. May his soul rest in peace. This is signed by Chief Chidozie Ugoji, Soba National President, Surveyor Orwell Amamba, National Director of Socials. Signed by
Koskani Luxury Hotels and Suites. Located at number 145 Jubilee Road, Aba, Abia State. Boast of executive bar, meeting room, lodging and accommodation with air-conditioned rooms for your relaxation and comfort. Restaurant with all kinds of assorted food to fill your taste buds. 24-hour power supply with maximum security guaranteed. Make your stay worthwhile at Koskani Luxury Hotels and Suites. For further inquiries and reservations, contact us on 0803-208-1545, 0812-430-6225. Locate Koskani Luxury Hotels and Suites at number 145 Jubilee Road, Aba, Abia State. Koskani Luxury Hotels and Suites. This is where you should be.
God be with you till we meet again. By his counsel's guide uphold.
Forever in our hearts. With heavy hearts, we announce the passing of our beloved father, husband, mentor, grandfather, Elder Abraham Enyinaya Osisike of Umusi Village, Umugo Town, Alai Autonomous Community, Ugunabo Local Government Area of Abia State, who lived a fulfilled life and touched the heart of many. Peacefully departed this world on the 25th of December 2024. He died age 88. Burial arrangement Friday 21st March 2025, 8 a.m. mortuary processes, 11 a.m. funeral service by Faith Tabernacle Congregation Nigeria. Venue Umugo Primary School Field, Umugo, Ugunabo Local Government Area of Abia State. Join us as we celebrate this remarkable life and cherish the memories he left behind. Interment follows immediately. This is signed by Benjamin Enyinaya Osisike.
God be with you till we meet again. By his counsel's guide uphold.
Forever in our hearts. With heavy hearts, we announce the passing of our beloved father, husband, mentor, grandfather, Elder Abraham Enyinaya Osisike of Umusi Village, Umugo Town, Alai Autonomous Community, Ugunabo Local Government Area of Abia State. Who lived a fulfilled life and touched the heart of many. Peacefully departed this world on the 25th of December 2024. He died age 88. Burial arrangement Friday 21st March 2025, 8 a.m. mortuary processes, 11 a.m. funeral service by Faith Tabernacle Congregation Nigeria. Venue Umugo Primary School Field, Umugo, Ugunabo Local Government Area of Abia State. Join us as we celebrate this remarkable life and cherish the memories he left behind. Interment follows immediately. This is signed by Benjamin Enyinaya Osisike.
God be with you till we meet again.
we, the members of International Equitable Association IEA Friends Forum Aba, felicitate with you Engineer Dr. Emmanuel Uchenna Ezani on your inauguration as the 13th President of the Nigerian Society of Engineers Aba branch on the 22nd of March 2025 at Dr. Obunaya Onu Polytechnic Aba, Abia State. Sir, your inauguration is an eloquent testimony that your achievements in the industry are phenomenal. We congratulate you, Engineer Dr. Emmanuel Uchenna Ezani, on this well-deserved milestone achievement. Signed, Mr. Victor Chike Omumelu for IEA Friends Forum Aba.
Admission and lectures are ongoing into Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka Unizik, and Enugu State University of Technology, ESU, on weekends, part-time Aba Resource Center for various bachelor, master's, and doctorate degree programs, including PDG and PGDE, bachelor degree nursing science, law, criminology, and security studies are also available. HND to bachelor degree conversion is also available. Admission into IJMB and JPEB is also in progress. A 9-month lectures that qualify students for 200 level admission into any university of your choice, especially ABSU, Unizik, IMSU, Uniport, UST, ASUT, Federal University of Agriculture, Omudike, UNN, etc., without JAMB or post-UTME to study nursing science, medicine and surgery, pharmacy, law, or any course of your choice. Hostel is available for all students. Cost of form is 20,000 Naira, and you can pick the form from Learning World, Abia Poly Alumni Plaza, last floor. Lecturers and secretaries can apply for employment. For more details, call the coordinator on 0702-520-4933. Again, 0702-520-4933. Thanks for listening.
And them tried for me. Anything I do, them right for me. With
tears in our eyes and total submission to the will of God Almighty, the Association of Independent Patent Medicine Dealers, IPMED Nigeria, regret to announce the demise of our member from IHABA unit, late Mrs. Gift Ngozi of Umvosi in Umuome, in Obingwa local government area of Abia State. Her remains shall be laid to rest on Thursday, 20th of March 2025 at her husband's residence, Umvosi in Umuome, Obingwa local government area. Time 11 a.m. by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, Umwakahia District. All IPMED stores shall remain closed from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the day of the burial, as stipulated in our constitution. This is signed by Elder Sunday Wiwe, President, Reverend Chidade Chiso, Secretary, Prince of the burial, as stipulated in our constitution.
Water, electricity is in politics. Women are marginalized.
As the democratic space gets broader and political activities become more intense, with many Nigerians angling for relevance and agitating for their voices to be heard, Magic 102.9 FM Aba has taken a giant leap by providing the needed platform that captures the essence of your individual, corporate, and most importantly, your political needs.
You see, the government is trying, but it's just this insecurity.
Yes, showcase your aspirations, opinions, and more as a politician, political party, government, community, organization, association, and more. Join Magic 102.9 FM Aba on People and Politics, Mondays to Fridays at 9 a.m. For inquiries and participation, please call 0903-282-3717. People and Politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
Alright, People and Politics, we apologize for taking off a little bit late on the program this morning. For reasons beyond our control, we just have to do that. But of course, we're on live and we believe you're also waiting. We'll make the best use of the time left. Alright, like we did predict, a lot of talk about whether we're truly practicing democracy is on the front burner in several circles in Nigeria today. As a matter of fact, I listened critically to Mr. President's speech day before yesterday, and he did say that he was going to forward what has been gazetted, by the way, to the National Assembly for consideration, which means the two chambers of the National Assembly will have to deliberate and have a concurrence with the decision of the President before the state of emergency can be of any effect whatsoever. But I think the cart has been put before the horse. Well, if you want to know exactly what I'm saying, then stay tuned. My name is Bonnie Onobu.
My name is Ben Watu. Well, River State is still topping the chart of happenings in the country. Yesterday, the president swore in Ibas as the sole administrator of River State. The Attorney General of the Federation has been talking, justifying the state of emergency that was declared in that state. Well, the National Assembly is the next point of call. The Senate yesterday deferred motion on the state of emergency in River State. We understand that the Senate will be reconvening today. The House of Reps plenary ended with no mention of River State emergency rule declaration. Stay tuned to find out why. Some professional bodies are reacting to the president's declaration. The labor unions in Nigeria are demanding immediate reversal of the emergency rule in River State. We'll go to Abuja, where the police has confirmed many dead, 14 vehicles burnt as victims fill hospitals following a tanker accident in Abuja. We'll come to Abia, precisely Aba, where a tricycle operator has returned over 2 million naira to its owner. To think that money was forgotten in his tricycle, well, says a lot about the tricycle operator. And the last story this morning has to do with corruption. EFCC arrest Bauchi Accountant General. All these are on our Facebook page, facebook.com/MagicFMNG. Like the page, let's get your reactions. We're streaming on Instagram and YouTube as well.
And also on People in Politics this morning, first of its kind.
That's right.
We're going to be, having a paid commentary to celebrate the birth of Elder Barrister Tobechi Charles Nwando, written by Okpanwa Ikechi DG Nwando Foundation. Stay tuned for all of this.
Okay, the first call this morning, the president swore in as sole administrator for River State yesterday.
Yes, the name is Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas, retired. Of course, he's the sole administrator. Following this declaration of a state of emergency in River State. The swearing-in ceremony, which took place in the State House, Abuja, was witnessed by the Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, and many others.
I, Vice Admiral Retired Ibokete Ibas, do solemnly swear and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as Administrator of River State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in the interest of sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives of directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Ibok Ibas served as Chief of Naval Staff from 2015 to 2021 under former President Muhammadu Buhari. Meanwhile, he promised to maintain law and order in River State.
First of all, I think we know the circumstances that led to where we are here, and Mr. President made it very clear in his broadcast. And if the main issue is that of maintaining law and order in the state, I think for any meaningful activities to take place in River State, that is the utmost task that I have, to work together with all other stakeholders to ensure that we bring peace, order.
the swearing in is against the tenets of all that the Constitution says.
Well, we'll be talking about the National Assembly soon, but for the swearing in yesterday, the president is simply sending a signal that he is confident that whatever it is, whatever action it is he has taken, that the National Assembly would give him the green light. But he may be shocked, because yesterday I listened to some lawmakers and they were averse. They rejected the so-called state of emergency. Many of them aired their views. They did not shy away from saying their minds. But in all of this, for me, Nigeria, we have weak institutions. The reason why everything practically revolves around certain person.
An attorney general not appointed by the president, and in the case of the state, the governor, so that they can do their job of ensuring that the right things are done beyond what the Chief Justice and all that would do. The Chief Justice for me is when it goes through the court, and then he can now look at it, and where possible they refer to the National Judicial Council and NJC and all that. But in terms of a matter like this, my mind tells me, I'm not a lawyer, that the Attorney General would have stood up to say no, because he's independent of the ministry, is independent of the president or governor, as the case may be. But here we are, both are entwined, and then from what you saw, and I saw, and I think Nigerians saw, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice was there.
Well, he actually briefed the press.
It is undemocratic, and I think if you look around, this is what people who should know are saying.
Well, for me, listening to the Attorney General, you could see him, you could tell he was struggling to justify the president's action. Lateef Fagbemi is one of the most brilliant lawyers in Nigeria today. So, but him taking that stance yesterday disappointed a whole lot of people. If this was to be, let's say, the United States, where we borrowed this form of democracy that we claim to be practicing, you would see even the president's appointee saying, no, Mr. President, this is what the law says. But as is, once you are appointed, you worship the president. The president can never be wrong. Whatever he says automatically becomes the gospel. That is what we have seen. One would have expected Lateef Fagbemi, senior advocate of Nigeria, to tell Nigerians subsection this of the Constitution.
Also said that was done because there was military hangover, but also under Jonathan, where real killings were going on, where portions of Nigeria were being,
taken over by terrorists,
taken away by terrorists, and their flags flown. Jonathan did not suspend any military, any governor. Rather, he reinforced the security with a state of emergency, and what that meant was that more focus will be there, more funding, more equipment. All right, so as to, because if you look at the Constitution, really, the Section 305 and all that they are talking about, it is in stages: war against the country, and down the line, before you even talk about political problems. But in this case, it's a political problem. See ourselves. The world knows us.
Makers of Pretty Lady, African King, Proudly Nigeria, Red Eagle, and Bogu Rice, Kiara Rice Mills, the taste of joy in every grain.
My kids love tasty snacks, but many snacks are not so good for them. That's why I love the new Milo Anna Snacks.
We love it, Mom.
Yes, it's a delicious snack with the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and crunchy Niger-grown maize, containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
So, pack Milo and snacks in their lunchbox every day to help your kids refuel at break time and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo,
Hello, Mande. Mama. Ya bụ na ị mara banyere smart cash.
Ha 39 hash ma ọ bụ download ngwa smart cash ka imepe akaụntụ nke gị ka ị nwee ike yorie nnukwu onyinye 20,000 naira na smart cash. Ị ga-esite na onyinye 20,000 naira gị kwụọ ụgwọ oge ọbụla izuru oge okwu ma ọ bụ kwụọ ụgwọ ọbụla na smart cash. Ị ga-enwekwa ike ime transfer gaa na bank ọbụla na Nigeria. Usoro na ọnọdụ dịkwa ya.
Hello, Obatala.
Smart cash. Airtel kwadoro ya.
How far? This question now for you. Wetin dey make you come out from bed for morning? Shey na the sun wey dey rise? Abi na your alarm wey dey ring? No, na that dream.
Date, which is today. The Red Chamber had earlier stepped down the motion, which was its first order of the day, until 3 p.m. without providing much explanation for the day or the delay. The motion, sponsored by Senate Leader Okoyemi Bamidele, was expected to be debated and voted on during the morning session. However, lawmakers unexpectedly deferred discussions. The motion states a clear worry over the escalating tensions which have paralyzed the state and hindered the delivery of democratic dividends to the residents.
Meanwhile, the House of Representatives yesterday ended plenary without any mention of the state of emergency in Rivers State. Nigerians had expected the emergency rule declaration to be part of deliberations at the House of Representatives. However, the lawmakers ended plenary without raising the issue. Some members of the Green Chambers had engaged in a...
Where they are fighting that the wigs will begin to fly, and you now know whether the woman or women are actually beautiful or not. That is, by the way, it was really an altercation. I mean, it was just a little, just whiskers for them to begin to exchange blows. But I think there were interventions and they didn't do that again. But you also look at the fact that, for those who know, and I think I'm trying to believe that too, that the lady from Rivers State, obviously, if you go back in history, where someone bankrolled everyone into all elected positions, including the governor, who is now, exchanging diatribes with him, you will realize that the woman from Rivers obviously would have to feel the way and behave the way she did. And the one from Bayelsa, who obviously I don't want to believe was bankrolled by someone.
Declaration
2 days
within 48. It says a lot that most of the people we elect do not even attend plenaries. They do not speak for their people. The only time the National Assembly gets close to the number of lawmakers is when the president comes to present a budget for the year. Apart from that, every other plenary session you see scanty seats, vacant seats, with lawmakers' names inscribed on them, with the lawmakers nowhere to be seen. The reps could not take a decision on this yesterday because they could not form a quorum. It's as simple as that. They are hiding or shying away from telling Nigerians. They couldn't form a quorum. How many House of Representatives members were present yesterday? As we speak, many of them are not even in Nigeria. Some are in Saudi Arabia for...
The question, don't you think the time has come that Nigerians should begin to ask their representatives that we see you during plenary, you don't contribute or you are not there at all, and when you are there it is following the A's or the nays depending on where the pendulum swings in favor of A or B. I think that time has even come, because if it is so, people will now know that being there does not make me the lord of the manor, such that whatever I say my people will take. And the only way and time I can go to sit on the floor, like I've seen people be recently too doing that with Almajiris, is when I'm canvassing for votes. It's a serious matter.
But the thing is, Nigerians have been so pauperized. Nigerians are so poor that the politicians now use money, use food to buy their allegiance. Just were on queue. They were lied to that they should come for empowerment. from empowerment, they started collecting their signature and said it was a recall process for Senate control all the monies in the world. It is almost impossible today because majority of the people are still poor. Majority of the people are ignorant. They do not even know what the law says. These politicians manipulate these things to continue perpetuating themselves in power. So that's the reason why things like this will continue to exist in the country. All right, we'll quickly take a break now. After that, we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Plus sports wey dem dey do dey burn energy, so that sweat stain dey uniform with tear and dirty shoes show say your pikin dey very active.
Now wow!
Your pikin dem need nourishing energy make you give dem the new improved Milo for breakfast. E get correct nutrients wey dey support energy release to help dem use their day well well. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
You can enjoy a great creamy taste with Dano Full Cream and Dano Cool Cow Evaporated Milk. Try it and taste the Dano difference. It's tough out there, but you need to keep on moving. Here at Total Energies, we've been innovating for over 70 years to offer you quartz engine oil.
Scientists, teachers, the doctors who do what they do so we can learn, live, and grow. The entrepreneur with his hustle, waiting for Baba to pick his call. To us Nigerians, doing our best daily to make ends meet. The world is yours. The world is ours. Let's go. Let's grow. Go make a difference with MTN Data.
You don't hear the latest? Hero Hunter don't boss everywhere. Ayo, what happen? Why you dey run like this now? Hero Hunter promo don't land. Them call am tank full, pocket full. If you buy Hero Hunter bike now, them go dash you 15,000 naira fuel cashback. Sharp, no be joke. Just buy your bike, scan the QR code where then go.
But the arm of government that's supposed to act as a check, supposing it is wrong, and if the Constitution says otherwise, is where we're having a dilly-dallying. Majority of Nigerians outside any organized setting are also talking, and all of us have the right to speak on matters of this nature. The fear in the land is this: if this goes through in Rivers, like we have had some under Obasanjo before, there could be plenty of problem in the future. Any president can wake up and say, okay, I declare state of emergency.
When you're talking about the future, when the APC's
own word is there is absolute problem in Rivers, and it is not so. The whole thing is still revolving around, the is it First Avenue as they call it, where the government house and the legislative houses are. Now, can we say that it had gotten to that level? I think that is the reason people are saying all of this. And even if it has, under any circumstance, even if there are killings on the road, as the Attorney General had said, which of course is not, we have security agencies that are supposed to nip it, find out what the problem is, and then deal with it. We have not gotten to that level yet. Even if it is going to be, and you think there
Inferno. Panic and chaos followed as bystanders and motorists scrambled for safety. Emergency respondents rushed to the scene, battling thick smoke and intense heat to rescue those trapped. 6 victims were pulled from the wreckage and rushed to the hospital, but tragically, they were confirmed dead.
Well, there are reports also that many more people are hospitalized in different hospitals with different degrees of injury. The scene, as captured on video yesterday, was just reminiscent of what you see. and it's such a pity because that portion of the Nyanya-Kefi road, the hill was higher. It had been reduced around the Kugbo area from the Sani Abacha barracks, although it's no longer called Sani Abacha, but more popularly called. All right? And the traffic is always building up, either going into the city or coming back. Yes, there had been alternatives here and there, but that could not take the entire traffic going in that direction because we have several because of the nature of traffic and people at Nyanya itself going to Maraba, they crush anything in sight. I think this should tell the Road Safety Commission to now look at whether articulated vehicles should ply that road when you have rush hour, whether morning or evening.
Well, it was actually a trailer powered by CNG. So the explosion was actually propelled by the CNG tanks that the trailer was using as its source of fuel. But in all of this, I think other parts of the federation should start taking a look at what Abia did. Lagos State, after the Otedola incident, Otedola Bridge incident, made an announcement regulating or limiting the time of operation for articulated vehicles. Other parts of the country should start taking a leaf. We can't continue losing lives like this when we can actually put a stop to it. How about within rush hours, let's say from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., such vehicles should not be seen
around free zone area where fish is sold and then left. He said that he told the woman that her fare was 300 naira, but the woman gave him only 250 and he collected it from her without complaining. He therefore said he did not look at the back of his keke after the woman alighted and went away, and so did not know that the woman left her bag there. Because of the bad roads, many machines, he said his machine, was bending to one side and to another side until the bag at the back of the machine fell off. Then people began to call him to wait that his bag had fallen. He stopped and thought it was the bag belonging to the woman that dropped off his keke. But before he stopped, according to him, the person who picked it opened it and seen it was money. He wanted to take some. They would pick it. I'm also being spiritual here. That it's likely that the woman made her money in a clean way and God just didn't want it to go. All of us have forgotten, very valuable things before. I recall when my wife was coming here for the first time when we started in 2013. I was sitting with friends around Waterside. Coming from Benue, she got to Osisioma. She hadn't been here before. You know what it means. Maybe the story of her bags at that time. And she dropped from the vehicle, forgetting her entire bag. And the vehicle went all the way to Port Harcourt. Thankfully enough, it was a line belonging to our side. So I directed her on phone and she joined another vehicle to Port Harcourt and the bag was there intact. And we waited until she came back to meet us where we were, So if God is with you, keep your hands clean. Make your money back.
Indeed.
I wonder why, supposing they were being pilfered little by little and they couldn't be gotten, even with BVN and all the rest of them, and all the due process mechanisms that are supposed to checkmate this wanton looting of the resources of the people. I want to believe that if we go to Bauchi State, 70 billion naira would do a whole lot. And 70 billion naira is what has been captured so far. It could have been more.
Sure.
And this is just one individual. It's quite likely that a whole lot of people are just getting their own from different angles and put together. The people are dying while a few are living rich. We have them all over the place. There are some who have gotten this money. They have bought homes in these estates in Abuja. They can't even recall them.
Outside the country too, Bonnie.
Just day before yesterday, we're talking about a certain gentleman who is an aide to the secretary. Thief is a thief. Whatever he does or however he got or stole the money. So for the Sirajos and the gentleman in Bauchi, well, we hope that such would be the case elsewhere. There is no perfection anywhere. There is nowhere that is crime-free. But the magnitude, particularly when it is something for the commonwealth of the people, it is bad, my dear brother. But for the EFCC too, my dear, I need to say this. It's not enough to grab these people, announce them. Those who steal little money, as bad as it is, we are not praising anyone. They are the ones who really go to jail. The ones that steal in billions, and today I think it's going to trillions, at the end of the day, nothing happens.
Plea bargains.
Nothing happens. At what point are we going to be watching our television?
On Instagram, you can join the conversation on those platforms.
Don't forget that before the end of the program at 10:30, we also have a paid commentary to celebrate the birth of Elder Barrister Tobechi Charles Nwandu, written by Okpangwa Ikechi DG Nwandu Foundation. It will be coming up in the course of the program. Do stay tuned.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, Bear, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, go ahead.
Okay, Bear, good morning.
Good morning to you. Your name and location?
Okay, Mr. Bonnie, good morning.
Morning, you're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Comrade Okoko. I'm calling from Aba.
Go ahead, comrade.
Thank you so much. You know, Ben, let me use the opportunity to tell you that what happened yesterday in our National Assembly have indicated that those that we voted for to go there and represent us have abandoned their duty and moved to another thing.
And the House of Assembly member. But since he has the power is to remove elected governor, that the Rivers elected him, and the way he was elected, the same way he was governor of Rivers was elected as well. I do not see any reason why he should stay in Abuja and also give power to remove the sitting governor. It's uncalled for. It's really uncalled for. I believe if a Senate or House of Reps would do their job as normal way it's supposed to do, I believe the Mr. President should be impeached by this action. I do not see any way the sitting government should be removed, including the deputy and also House of Reps member, House of Assembly member. It's not done that way. It's very uncalled for. Come to the issue of the state government. You see the rate of corrupt people in the government. How many billions of naira still?
Today, the 20th day of March 2025, the Eagles are gathering to celebrate the birthday of an illustrious son of Ikwano local government area of Abia State, Elder Barrister Tobechi Charles Nwandu. Elder Barrister T.C. Nwandu is an ordained elder of the United Evangelical Church Nigeria and also a deacon in Living Faith Church, Goshen, Ogbo Hill, Aba, the president of Nwandu Foundation, a member of the Nigerian Bar Association Aba branch, a member of the Chartered Institute Arbitrators, and the President General of Etoro Nchara Development Union in Ikwano local government area of Abia State. The Nwandu Fund are honored to have you as a role model. Happy birthday, Elder Barrister Tobechi Charles Nwandu. May God continue to bless you with many more years of good health.
People and politics, providing the alternative voice within the democratic space.
All right, that was a paid commentary to celebrate the birth of Elder Barrister Tobechi Charles Nwandu. It was written by Okpangwa Ikechi, who's the DG Nwandu Foundation, and of course you heard the voice of Magic FM's Ben Watu there. Ben, we're not supposed to do any comment or run any comment, as it were, on this. But I think as an open, he's repeating, he's rebroadcasting it to himself again and again.
I'm sure he will demand for the off air. So these are the kind of things These are the kind of way we should celebrate people. Celebrate them while they are alive. It is very important. I like it. I'm an advocate. Well, let's take a look at the Facebook page. Henry Ohaji, the Attorney General is defending injustice. It will not depart from it. Okay, let's watch it, Henry. Esedi Peter, the keke man that returned 2 million naira a lady forgot in his keke should be rewarded handsomely. Chigozie Obialo, the tricycle man who returned the money, God will reward him abundantly. Chiemeze Bansley, are there men and brethren that EFCC cannot ever go for in this country? Imagine the Accountant General of Bauchi State is in their custody now, but cannot even look into the eyes of some former governors. Anointed Samuel, it is not astonishing to me that the Attorney General justified the state of emergency. He must be loyal to his boss, Mr. Tinubu. But again, NBA is saying a different thing, and I don't understand. The Commissioner for Transport in Abia State should do the needful. It is rare to see a tricycle operator returning a huge amount of money to the owner. He deserves an accolade. Ajay Wuikechku from Asokoro, Abuja. We are just wasting our time here to hear from the National Assembly on the state of emergency in Rivers. The Senate and the House of Representatives are toothless. They lack the genuine force, fear to interfere in the presidency's action.